Yeah, good day everyone. Today I want to share with you guys one of our routine practice that we use to keep our rabbits healthy and save our kids from dying, and that is at the administration of anti-cocci drugs to our rabbits. Yes, and on this video I'm going to be using one of the brands that I've been using for long and I've been getting good results, and that's talking about the Embazine Fort. And there are several brands of anti-cocci drugs that you can get in the pet store that can take care of your cocci issues in your farm. As we all know, coccidiosis is one of the reasons why your rabbit kit, especially the weaners, why your rabbit weaners are actually dying in your farm. So here in Scent Farms, what we do is we involve in a routine medication of coccidiosis. We administer this Embazine Fort, which is an anti-cocci drugs to our rabbits once in every 2 months, and that's our own preventive way of handling coccidiosis in our farm. We don't actually have to experience the menace of coccidiosis before we start treating them. So we try as much as possible to prevent it. Hence, we administer it to all our rabbits once in every 2 months. Except the only exception is when we have weaners. And when we have weaners, we administer to those weaners. If it's not up to 2 months since we've given the whole flock of rabbits and anti-cocci drugs, we then give strictly to those sets of weaners and boycotting the rest of the flock that have gotten anti-cocci drugs. How do we do that is by using this concrete drinker. We just mix the anti-cocci drugs and we give to the weaners in their cage. In that way, we don't have to be spreading the drugs to other rabbits in the farm. As you can see, our watering system is a central water system. Whatsoever we want to administer, whatsoever drugs we want to administer to the whole rabbit, we just mix it in the water system here, and it supplies to all the cages through the nipple drinker. So they all get the water from the nipple drinker in their cages that is mixed with the drugs that I want to give to them all. Yeah, as you can see, in all the cages there's a nipple drinker. There's a nipple drinker in all the cages. So guys, I'm going to show you how it's in a powder form inside here. So I'm going to show you how I do it, how I'm going to mix it inside the central water system, and the description behind the sachet here tells you the dosage wish to apply. And this sachet is about 30 grams and it goes for 50 liters of water. You mix the whole of this one to 50 liters of water. You need to know the volume of water your rabbit drinks in a day. Now, and that depends on the number of rabbits you are having in your farm. With the number of rabbits we are having here, our rabbits tends to drink up to about 10 to 15 liters of water in a day. Yeah, that is from morning till the next morning. In 24 hours, that's 24 hours. Yes, our rabbit drinks up to 15 liters, between 10 to 15 liters of water, depending on the temperature of the day. If the weather is hot during the day, they tend to drink more water. And if you're also feeding a lot of greens, lots of greens, fresh grasses, they drink lesser water because they get some water content from the greens also, which we which will quench their thirst for water, so they don't have to drink for the nipple in their cage. So guys, just sit back as we get right, as I show you the process step by step how I do it. Now the first thing I want to do is I'm going to flush the system. I'm going to flush the lines. There is an existing water inside these lines. Yes, so what I want to do now is I'm going to fill up this reservoir. Then here is the exit. Once I fill it up, I'm going to open the exit to flush out in case there is any residue that is settling along the line. Is going to flush everything out. At each end of each cage there is an outlet that I use to flush the line. So I'm going to flush the line before I wash the reservoir, then before I administer this, so that they can get it fresh inside and fresh medication going into the system. So sit back and watch as I get right into it. So now guys, let's watch the reservoir. Washing doesn't really take long. Just within a couple of minutes you are done with washing. So I see no reason why you should be lazy in terms of keeping the hygiene in your farm. This is one of the places where hygiene is very important, because this one actually goes down into their system, which is the water they drink. So you have to keep the vessel that is holding the water clean at all times. Now you might ask how often I wash this reservoir. I actually wash this reservoir once in 3 days. That's when I wash this reservoir, and within that 3 days I might have changed the water up to 3 times. Yes, I might have changed it up to 3 times, depending on the volume with which I filled into it. Sometimes I don't fill it to the brim. I just give them a cup, since I already know they drink between 10 to 15 liters of water. So that is just what I fill inside, so that they can actually finish it while I give them a fresh one the next day. So now we are done with the washing of the reservoir. What I want to do next is I'm going to take a quantity. Like I said, this is 30 grams. The whole of this sachet is 30 grams, and they say you should mix this whole sachet of 30 grams to I think 50 liters of water. Yes, to 50 liters of water for between 2 to 3 days. So I don't have my reservoir is now to 50 liters. So what I want to do, I'm going to share the powder inside, the quantity inside, into a tray. So I'm going to mix it today for them. Then the next day I'll mix the second portion. Then the third day I'll make the fourth portion, the third portion for them, because I don't have that much rabbits. So with the first quantity, which is 1/3 of this 30 grams, which is 10 grams, with the first 10 grams, I'm going to mix it inside a separate bowl. I'm going to mix a little of it. Let's say I'm going to mix it to about 5 liters of water first. then I'll empty it into the reservoir just to make sure that it mixes properly, it dissolves properly. Then before I will now, so the first thing I want to do, I'm going to mix 1/3 of this now. That's because of the volume, the number of rabbits I have, and the volume of water they drink in a 24-hour clock. So first I'll mix 1/3 of this into this bowl with about 5 liters of water. Then before I empty it into the reservoir, then I will now top it up inside the reservoir with plain water to make it up to either 10 or 15 liters of water, and that is depending on the number of rabbits that you are having. So it's not compulsory that it must be 1/3 of this to that 15 to 10 to 15 liters of water. So do your calculation and get it right. So this is about 10 grams in here, 10 grams of embazine fort, which is an anti-cocci. So I'm just going to add some volume of water. So this is about between 10 to 15 liters of water in here. This one is enough for them for the next 24 hours. So once they finish drinking this one, I'm going to put the 2/3 of the coccidiosis. And remember, the coccidiosis is for 3 days. So this is the first day. The next day I'm going to mix a similar something like this for them. Then the 3rd day the same thing, and that will just be all for the prevention of coccidiosis in your farm. So now, having mixed this, I just open the tap for it to distribute evenly to the whole nipples in the whole cages. From there they will get a solution of the anti-coccidiosis in their drinking water while they are drinking. So guys, that's just a simple way to take care of coccidiosis in your farm. You don't really need to wait for your rabbits to be down with coccidiosis before you treat for it. With this now, I don't have any issues with coccidiosis. I don't even get to see any issue related to coccidiosis in my farm because I try as much as possible to prevent it from happening. I hope you practice this in your farm and hit me up with the results you get in your farm practicing such preventive method of treatment of coccidiosis in your farm. See you in the comment section. Drop your questions there. You can hit me up on WhatsApp with the number scrolling on your screen, and I will do well to respond to any questions, any issues that you might be facing in your farm. Like always, I'm Godsent of Scent Farms. See you in the next video. Peace out as you grow your farm with Scent Farms. Cheers.